So I'm not one of these people, like I heard someone in the audience who's cynical enough to believe that we went in for the oil. But we sure as heck ain't leaving without it. Do you remember why we went in to Baghdad? In other words, moved in. Something fell into my hands. Confidential document. It is part of a larger document called the Iraq Strategy. This is the post-conflict plan for the economy of Iraq, which was developed about a year before we were told there was going to be a conflict in Iraq. But okay, if you're going to conquer a place, you might as well have a plan. I mean, a whole entire neocon economic program, page after page, privatization of 6 of the top state banks, 100% foreign ownership of industries, a new currency, the Bush dinar. Remember General J. Garner? He was going to be our civilian, the viceroy that President Bush had appointed. See, he got off the plane after he'd been appointed by the president, who told him he was going into Iraq to bring them democracy. So he gets off the plane and he announces on the tarmac that there will be elections in Iraq in 90 days. Iraq for Iraqis was his phrase. Sounds good. And he even said, Iraqi oil for Iraqis. He gets to Baghdad and the phone rings at midnight. Washington. Don't unpack. You're gone. Donald Rumsfeld was on the other line. 90 days was a dual problem. First, that meant that there'd be free and fair elections in Baghdad before Florida. And the second, you can't take all the assets, the banks, cut the tariffs, cut the business taxes, and take the oil all in a day. See, there's a schedule, and it takes 270 to 360 days to do that. There's a big problem then. If you have elections in 90 days and you need the oil, it takes 360 days to get the oil, there's a problem. So they removed General J, and they put right in Paul Bremer III. Paul Bremer did not have any Iraq experience, but he had something more important that qualified him. For 3 decades, he'd been the business partner of Henry Kissinger. Our president said that he was now going to go after all those who have aided, trained, and harbored terrorists, including operatives of Al-Qaeda. I thought, he's going to bust his daddy. What a Mother's Day! Can you imagine Mother's Day reading Barbara her rights? Spread them, Dad.